Hello everyone. I'm gonna try my best to not mention race, but I am gonna be talking about like appearances, not apparent, appearances appear like. Anyways, start over. So I'm gonna be talking about like appearances, types, basically the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna get straight to the point. So, I feel like, you know, when a guy isn't like able to like find his type, like if he's not able to no longer attract his type, or not even that, like, okay, so I'm going to be talking about me, for example. When I was like young, like when I was younger, I'm still young, but when I was young, right, I was around like the same type of people, like I was around the same people, and there just wasn't really a variety, and there just wasn't much out there. So, like, my type was basically the same example. Like, I would date someone, you know, average. I'm just trying to give like an example. I would date someone like average country. Like I'm not saying that's my type. I don't have a type, but this is just an example. Like I'm from like a small town in the Midwest, which is true, and there just really wasn't much of a variety. There really wasn't much out there, but when I started you know, like as I grew up, I started to like explore different towns, explore different cultures, explore different like a whole new world out there. Like my type changed as I got older, and my type, like I don't even really have a type no more. Like I'm more of like just open-minded, and just like I have more experience, and you know, sometimes people's types change as they grow, but for me, like, yeah, just for me, I don't really have a type no more. I don't really care about that. Just as long as the person treats me right, that's just how I feel. Um, but I'm gonna be talking about this is the main thing I'm trying to talk about. So whenever and this is just how I feel, this is my opinion. I didn't have to like type this up on Google, AI, ChatGPT. This is how I really think. But whenever a guy can't find his type, or he's not able to attract his type anymore, he'll go off to someone that's not his type. And like I said before, I'm not gonna like bring up race because I try not to do that in my audio clips, but I'm gonna just throw a different example. Like, say a guy, his type is very skinny, petite woman, very skinny, short, petite woman. He's not really able to find any like woman or female or girl. He's not able to find any girl that is like that. So what he's going to have to do is, expand his horizons, and just like, be more open-minded, and being like just dating a bigger person. Even though that's not his type, he's going to go to someone that's tall and big. You know, someone that's not petite, someone that's just tall and big. Because, you know, his options ran out. So that's who he goes to. And, you know, like, even though that's not his type, he goes to them because nobody else really wants him. They could have a really good personality. You know, they could be beautiful and attractive, even though that's not what they go for. And you know the theory, guys would just mess with anything. I do believe that's the case. But sometimes people could just be having good personality. Some people just have real good aura, a real good personality, a healing type of just warm energy, good energy that they want to take. I'm not saying all guys are like that. I'm saying like some guys, I'm sure some girls do that too. I'm sure some girls date guys that aren't even their type and they're just out for one thing. I feel like I'm straight, all right, but I'm talking about guys right now because I've only been with guys. So this is how I feel. I feel like when guys get with someone that's not their type physically, they're just out for them physically. They're just out for one thing. And I do think that it's messed up. Like, there's dudes out there lying, manipulating women, trying their hardest to mirror them, trying to make it as if they want something real, a real relationship, real commitment. They'll try to, like, get people to open up, and then they'll do this kind of stuff. Oh my goodness, come on, bro. My phone just, man, one time it showed my whole gallery. I'm like, what the heck? Anyways, and yes, I'm partially talking about the last person I was with, but it's just, that's just how it is. Like, it's crazy. They'll get with someone that's not their type. Like, let's say, there's like a single father. I'm just throwing that out there. There's a single father, and, you know, he had kids with his type, but oh my goodness, I stuttered. Oh my goodness, I just stuttered. Anyways, I'm cool. I repeat stuff a lot anyways, and I say like a lot. Anyways, so, dang, I almost forgot. So, they would have kids with their type, right? But their type no longer wants them. Their type no longer wants them. So, and this is with anyone. This has nothing to do with, like, the guy's appearance. This could be any guy. A guy could have kids with this type. He could be so madly in love with this type, show off his boo and stuff, but then he'll get with someone, like, I think someone said, dang, I almost forgot, man. I just be forgetting things. Like, this is crazy. I remember someone said something in the lines along the lines of just, man, I forgot. Hold up. I don't know if this is true because that's probably why I forgot. But guys would treat their type better, which I don't know. I don't think that's always the case. Because sometimes girls tolerate more. Look, I want to be talking about me because I don't want to talk about other girls. I don't want to compare myself to other girls. I don't want to talk down on other girls. I'm just not going to talk about other girls. I want to talk about me. Because once I find out another girl's in the picture, I'm gone. I'm gone regardless. But I'm going to be talking about me. I'm an adult, right? I'm not going to talk about the younger me. I'm not going to talk about that. But I will talk about this. And this is how I feel now. Right now, as of this moment. As soon as I feel like I'm not a guy's type, as soon as I feel like I'm not a guy's preference, as soon as I feel like a guy's cheating on me, he's breadcrumbing me, he's lying, like he's straight up lying, he's straight up using me, he's straight up, clowning me, talking down on me, laughing at me, but not liking me, or just whatever the case may be. If he does little things like that, or just anything in the lines along the lines of just, if a guy disrespects me in some kind of way, shape or form, just talking down on me and, thinking it's a joke, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave regardless. I don't have a type. It's not because I'm not able to attract my type, but as I got older, I'm more open-minded. I go for personality. I don't really go for appearance. I still somewhat do, but as of right now, I'm just worried about me and my well-being, my mental health, my well-being. I'm just worried about me. It's not a selfish thing. Bro, there's times where I've hated myself. I didn't want to get out of the bed. I didn't want to brush my teeth, take a shower. I didn't want to do nothing. Self-love starts with taking care of yourself. I started eating healthy. I have dental insurance. I brush my teeth. I take a shower using that good Suave soap, Dove soap, the soap that feels good on my skin. I started taking care of myself. I don't go to the gym because that costs money, but I work out other ways. At my job, I take walks around the store. I work out in my room or in my living room. Or in my room, or just anywhere. I work out my whole house. I could take a walk outside, as cold as it is. But growing up is realizing, for me, I don't have a type. I feel like having a type is a waste of time. As long as a guy has a good personality and he takes good care of himself, that's the guy for me. A guy that loves me is the one for me. And when if a guy loves me and he shows it and he says it, and it's like that for a while, guess what? I'm going to do the same back. I'm going to love and cherish him back. I'm going to love and cherish him back and give him all my love and show him all my love. And once he puts a ring in my finger, not just say it, but actually do it. If he puts a ring in my finger, guess what? We can talk some things out and be like, do you want to take this to the next level and create a little us? Create a mixture of us? Create a beautiful baby? I would be like, yeah, why not? Let me get off this pill. Let me get healthy. Make sure you get healthy, and we can create a beautiful baby together. That's something I never did with someone. Y'all know that, or I know that, right? That's the thing, man. That's the thing about people that hurt me. All these people done hurt me, right? I never gave anyone a child because I'm trying to wait till marriage. I'm trying to wait till I got the ring. And people want to say things like, oh, the ring don't mean shit, blah, 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 blah. It's just a piece of paper, blah, 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 blah. I don't care what you say. As soon as I talk to someone for a while and he just puts a ring in my finger, he's getting a baby if he wants. If he says he wants a kid and he's treating me right, he's getting one. Simple. No doubt about it. And I've never did that for any guy. Never gotten pregnant before. Every pregnancy test I've ever taken was negative. I've had pregnancy scares, but I've never been pregnant. Every single test I took, negative. That shows how much love I have for a person. I'm only going to love someone that loves me. Those dudes never love me. So I got to walk away kid free every time. I know I went from a different discussion. I went from, oh, a guy's type to having a baby, but you know, let's combine the two, right? I wouldn't want to have a kid by someone that not only doesn't love me, but I'm not their type. Because look at how he's going to treat the kid. I feel like how you treat the mother is how you're going to treat the kid, don't you think? But if you're going to treat a woman that isn't your type like crap, this is something that you could do, watch. You could leave them alone. That's what you could do. You could simply leave them alone. That's so amazing, bro. Have y'all ever thought of that? Have y'all ever thought, oh, I got another one. Have y'all ever thought about just using your hand? Or going to AdamandEve.com? Man, there's so many things that you could do. But no, you rather drive all that way to use someone, right? Someone that isn't your type. That's crazy. And you want to treat someone that's not your type badly. You want to use them. You want to treat someone that is not your type. You can't attract your own type, so you got to treat the other person like crap. That is so low. You can't attract your type no more, so you got to go to someone that's not your type. Go ahead and bother them, use them, treat them like crap, treat them like shit, and then just go about your day. That's the type of person you are, right? That shows your character, right? And that's why God's not going to bless you. You'll say things like, oh, I'll get back on top. No, you're not. You say that. You say a lot of dudes think they can snap back from hurting a woman. They may think, oh, I could just start over and find someone else, right? I'm talking about just anyone in particular. If you think you could go about your life hurting somebody, think again. You may seem like you have a blessed life, but you don't. It's all a facade. You'll be thinking about that person for the rest of your life. The people that you did wrong, like, oh, I don't got no guilt, I don't got no remorse, and you're going to think about that person for the rest of your life, and that person's going to try their best to avoid your ass so they won't go to jail for choking the shit out of you. Which, I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm saying there's some people that don't take hurt lightly. That is what I'm saying. There's some people that when they get bullied, they're not just going to walk away and shrug their shoulders and, just walk it off. Nah, some people, when people get bullied a lot all the time, when people get hurt all the time, And it's just pain after pain after pain, and the pain gets worse and worse and worse. Not everyone copes from it. Not everybody moves on. So I suggest you go to somebody that you actually like in the first place before God punishes your ass, which God should do. I'm not God, but I'm going to leave it up to God's hands so my hands don't be in handcuffs, so my hands don't hurt your face. Which I don't do that type of stuff. All I'm saying is people need to go to their type. Dang, I didn't know I made a video that long. All right, I'm out.